Hi everyone, and welcome to NTR445. This is Summer Session B. I wanted to provide a brief introduction to myself. So I'm Tracy Gergich. I will be your instructor for this session. I teach this course during the normal fall and spring sessions, both online and in person. For the class, it's set up in different modules. You have modules 1 through 6. Each module represents 1 week's worth of work. You do have one final project that you will need to start working on starting in Module 1, and you want to start working on it and work on it over the course of the 6 weeks. All of the directions and information that you need are all posted in Module 1. So please review that initially, and if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Each week you will have content with slides and a voiceover presentation from myself, and then you will have mini case studies to complete each week. Each case study has 3 different options available to you. There's a clinical focus, which is in a hospital, it should say school food service, in a school setting, and then in a retail focus. So in a what we consider like a retail establishment, maybe a cafe or a breakfast and lunch spot. So the mini case studies, you get to pick which focus you want to do each week. You don't have to do the same one every week. In fact, I do recommend that you mix up and do different types of different focus each week to get a sense of what each environment could entail or could have to deal with in these certain situations. So for instance, we'll have a week where you'll have to review some human resource issues. And so would you want to have that human resource issue focus in a clinical environment, a school food environment, or in a retail environment? So you get to pick. You don't do all 3 every week, you just pick one and submit your answers for that through Canvas. I do want to remind you to make sure you set your settings for getting notifications for this course, and there's some directions on the screen on how to do that. I'm sure you're all probably fairly aware on how to do that by now, but just a friendly reminder, since obviously that's the only way I will be communicating with you all is through Canvas, mainly through announcements. You'll want to make sure that you're getting those on a regular basis. I try to have fairly frequent announcements throughout the session, especially since this is a short 6-week session. I try to keep you all in the loop and notifying as things come up, giving you reminders and so forth. For exams, you will have 2 exams for the session. We will be using the program called Honor Lock. Some of you are probably familiar with this. If you are not, there's information in Module 0 for you to review. So make sure you're familiar with all of the requirements that Honor Lock requires prior to the first exam. You will get a chance to try it out for the syllabus quiz, so you'll get at least a kind of understanding of how it functions. And as a reminder, and maybe this isn't something that's well known, but this class, 445, is considered your capstone food service course. So a lot of what you've learned in 344, in 343, and maybe even in 142, you're going to be applying in this class. So much of the information that we'll cover, it might be a review, or some of it might be new, but most of it should be some things that you're maybe already aware of, and now it's using that information and applying it to the different situations that you're going to be given for each case study each week. And same with your final project. It's really giving you an opportunity to apply your knowledge, create some new recipes, and create some ideas on how to maybe implement those recipes and the like. If you have any questions or issues, please feel free to email me directly. My email is on the screen. You can also email me through Canvas messaging. I do have Clear the Fog as a discussion board option if you want to send a question out to the rest of the class. I will be checking those at least once a day, but if you have something urgent or something that you need my direct response, you're better off just emailing me directly. If it applies to the entire class, I will send out an announcement so everybody is in the loop of whatever issue arose and that everybody needs to be aware of. So with that, head on over to Module 0 and review all the information, and you can get started on Module 1. Thanks.